Franklin in the Morning, WND.com, home of the WND.com Superstore. I just bought a backpack at the Superstore. A backpack at the WND Superstore. Inconceivable. Great news for just about everyone. Study, transgender children allowed to live openly, farewell. That's from AP Chicago. Does it really matter? I'd like to read you the story, but I can hardly understand these stories. Have you read the transgender stories where you're like, wait a minute, which... In second grade, the family agreed to let Danielle legally change her name. The boys' school agreed to go along with the change. This is something very odd. Parents forcibly transitioning their children at 3, at 4, at 5 to adopt the opposite sex. The children are getting younger and younger. It's all over. It's featured prominently in David Kupelian's new book. Very good book, by the way, Snapping of the American Mind. But it's also all over. First of all, it is normal for children, and it has been known transgenerationally, transhistorically, for some time, that it is normal for some children to identify as members of the opposite sex for periods of time, particularly when they're prepubescent. There's plenty of evidence, culturally and historically, on this, too. It is common now, we learn. There are many resources on the internet on regret. A British study finds 70% of the transitioned suffer deep regret, depression, cutting, self-hurting, depression, suicide. Suicide is never a good thing to suffer when you're looking for a way out. Many, however, are silenced. Those that are brave enough to speak out on blogs and on the internet say this was a huge mistake, I was part of an enormous lie. They are silenced and threatened by the LGBT community, the anonymous internet communities. This is it. Transitioning your child is child abuse. I think of the Obama quote when he said, "The world is changing and we have to change with it." And what this means is that the ship has no captain or compass. There is no right or wrong. There is pleasure. There is confusion. There is sadness and drugs and depression. But there's no one at the wheel. There are some opinion polls, of course. And no matter how you visualize the devil, this is exactly what the devil says he loves. Not just in the Bible, in all of known literature about what the devil and evil are. No matter how you define the devil in your mind, this is bad. And the children are our spiritual barometers. They are our soul canaries, and they are sick. National Institutes of Health, National Institute of Mental Disorder Health. Children. Mental disorders are common among children in the United States. Oh, gee! Who'd have thunk with all that is going on? And particularly difficult for them and their caregivers, yeah. While mental disorders are widespread, the main burden of illness is concentrated among those suffering from seriously debilitating mental illness. Just over 20%. Either currently or at some point, children during their life have had a seriously debilitating mental disorder. This is where we are. I have had a sneak peek at the new Whistleblower magazine. There's so much there. A lot on Antonin Scalia, the Great. That's at the WND Superstore. Free shipping right now, by the way, at the WND Superstore on orders over a certain amount. And free shipping at heavensharvest.com. These amazing gold mylar seed kits, 10 acres of survival food, open-pollinated, non-GMO seeds, seeds that beget more seeds. This is the end of your food worries in a survival situation. Can you imagine, and I was a survivalist before they called us preppers, how much these are worth in a barter situation alone? Heavensharvest.com, code word Franklin, free shipping. You think you need a vacation? My mind is drawn to the angel Gabriel and the Lord going over the day's paperwork, the Lord with his head in his hands, the end of another long day among endless days. Gabriel says, "Lord, why don't you take a break?" And they scan the orb of the universe, if that is indeed its shape, in their Mercator projection. And the Lord looks over the places, and Gabriel puts his finger on the Milky Way and says, "What about Earth? Earth is beautiful this time of year, Lord. Go down, take some time, visit the beach." The Lord says, "Oh, no, Gabriel, no way. Those guys are busybodies down there." Hey, Gabriel says, "What? Busybodies?" Lord says, "Oh, yeah. Like 2,000 years ago, I went down there, visited Israel, had a lovely time with a nice Jewish girl, and they're still talking about it."